Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Adobe Live here on Behance.net. My name is Voodoo Val, and I am going to be your host for an all-new round of the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. I see so many familiar faces in chat. Hello, Mike. I see the official Adobe Live is gracing us with their presence this morning. Sean, Viola, Villa, it's good to see you again. Anna, Louise, Sam Peterson, good to see you, man. Let's see, Michael Crabtree is in the chat. Shout out to Michael Crabtree. Tanya and Jordan. It's so wonderful to see everyone. Thank you all for joining me here. I'm going to make a few announcements real quick before we jump into how to join me with the Daily Creative Challenge. And then we are going to maybe go over some cool Discord stuff. So if you guys want to get involved in the community, we can. But first of all, I am just the first stream of the day. I am going to be introducing how to join the challenge for Photoshop with me, but we also have a whole jam-packed day of awesome design and stuff coming up after me today. Again, I am here at 9 a.m. Pacific in actually beautiful sunny San Francisco this morning with the challenge. Coming up after me, I'm actually going to be back with Stephen Green for some drawing and painting. Julian Crespo is going to be here with the XD Daily Creative Challenge towards the middle of the day around 11:30, and then we will have Claire here at the end of the day with XD workflows and pro tips. So definitely stay tuned if you were just here kind of checking things out, wondering what's going on, because we've got a lot in store for you today. But without further ado, I want to jump over to behance.net/challenge/Photoshop and show you guys what's going on. So basically, every 2 weeks, we have a brand new round of challenges for you folks to participate in. And if you go to this page, it'll give you like a little how does it work spiel here, where you can see basically how to get involved, how to participate, how to interact with me and the other mentors in our community, and how to improve your Photoshop skill. So every day we will unlock a challenge to you, every weekday. And that's going to start tomorrow, because today is just our introduction stream. So tomorrow you'll be able to come here and this challenge here will be unlocked. You will have a brief explanation of what the challenge is. You will also have a link to where you can come here and watch the stream. And I will also have a link prepared for you where you can download the starter files that I've created for you, so that you folks have kind of a little stepping stone, a little place to start, so that you can do the challenge along with me. You'll also be able to come back to this page similar to this down here. So if you miss any of our challenges, you'll be able to come back and watch the video and so on and so forth if you cannot make it to stay for an entire challenge stream, or if you just want to wait until the end and then do them all at once. Whichever your preference is, totally cool. You can always come back to these. So another thing you can do is join the community. We definitely want you to be over watching the stream with us every morning on Behance, like some of you may be now. If you folks are over on YouTube, definitely come over to behance.net/live, because I am reading the Behance chat, and all of our guests who are going to be here today will also be reading this chat. And you can also join our Discord. So if you hit join the community chat, or if you hit this button down here that just says join us under chat with the community, it will actually bring you to our Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge Discord here, where you can post your entry to the current challenge, and I will actually be pulling them up while I'm on stream and kind of looking through all of the wonderful things that you folks have posted. In fact, I can kind of scroll through here and show some pretty cool things that folks have done previously. We've got some awesome photo composites of Paul and dogs and space, and it's all pretty fabulous. But our mentors come in here and give wonderful feedback, and folks make friends, design friends, meet like-minded folks, and improve their work and their skill. You can also enter into past challenges. So if you post something late, or you go to a previous round of challenges and you decide that you'd like to post work from those and get some feedback for past challenges, you can do that as well. There's also actually some channels for you to post other design things. So people have posted some of their more personal work that might not necessarily be related to our challenges here for feedback, so that you can get some eyes on your work, get some tips and whatnot. And then we also have our portfolio reviews segment. So on days like today, we will actually be choosing a couple portfolios from this little challenge or little segment here in our Discord. And me and a guest coming up after this segment will actually be looking through them and giving you some feedback. So definitely keep that in mind and make sure you submit a portfolio for today. So I'm going to come back over here and I am going to just quickly recap. You can show up here on the first page every day to get a new challenge unlocked to you. You can show up and watch me go through the challenge every morning at this time and work along with me, or you can return to the Behance page later and rewatch the segment. All of our streams will be archived, so if you can't stay for the whole stream, or you do show up late, you can definitely watch me conduct each challenge from start to finish at a later date. And then post your challenge entries, because we definitely want to see them in the Discord. I want to be able to check them out tomorrow and the next day, and continue to sort of bring up all of your wonderful work and give you guys shout outs on the stream. And I know that your fellow designers will want to see what everyone else is doing, because that's kind of how we learn, right? We get to see how everybody else interprets a challenge and get ideas about how we can do ours. Another thing that I want to bring up is those of you who have seen some of my other past challenges, you guys know that I have done an Adventure Guild challenge where everything was sort of video game themed, RPG themed. Well, I can tell you that all of our challenges for the next couple of weeks are going to be similar, but they're going to be sci-fi themed. And as with the other challenge, Levi made you a promise last time that if everyone participated in the Adventure Guild challenges, that I would do kind of a fancy cosplay on the last day. And I'm telling you guys know that I love sci-fi. So if we get a lot of submissions in for these sci-fi challenges, there may or may not be a fabulous costume stream at the end of these challenges. Oh yes, yay gaming, yes Viola. It's gonna be pretty awesome. I'm gonna be doing some vague but not very vague call outs to all of my favorite sci-fi movies and games and things. I'm going to be hiding little Easter eggs and little quotes and things in some of the challenges, so you guys can feel free to call things out whenever you catch a subtle joke. But the goal for this is just to have a lot of fun, and remember that if you're not a sci-fi fan, but you would like to participate in these challenges, the basis with which I present these challenges are just kind of a starting point for you to jump into Photoshop and to refresh your skills, to maybe try some new tools that you've never tried out, but ultimately you get to try them out and use these tools however you see fit. I will never begrudge somebody for taking a challenge that I've presented and doing something totally different with it. We just want to see what you guys are making. We want to keep you guys kind of exercising those Photoshop design muscles. And you guys can feel free to kind of like run wild. Maybe you start a challenge and it doesn't turn out exactly how I did my challenge, but you made something and we want to see it. Also keep in mind, if you folks go to do the challenge and you don't finish your challenge entry for the day before our deadline, please post it anyways. Never be ashamed to share a work in progress. In fact, I think that it is super valuable to post your works in progress throughout the day, because you might get feedback on the stream on an early version of your work that you can then go and maybe put some more time into, or take some time to go over the constructive feedback that we've given you and make it the best that it can be. So definitely post your works in progress if you are not finishing it by the time we finish our deadline, because we want to see them. Another thing that I want to go over real quick is make sure that you are posting on your Behance because, and I can come over here to my own Behance, we want to be able to come in and like favorite your Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge projects. We want to be able to come through and see all the work you've done. I've made kind of a giant, huge Behance project that has all of my challenge entries and creations that I've done over the last year or so. And you folks can do this too. Or you can do what some people do, and that is just create a brand new Behance project for each round of challenges that you do. It's really up to you and how you want to format your portfolio. But this is a great opportunity to come in and get some little pieces done, get some artwork done, get some designs done, and populate your portfolio. And if you post your portfolio, your Behance link into the Discord, then people can come through, they can favorite your projects and check out what you're doing. I'm going to go over real quick how to create a project for those of you who might not be familiar. All you have to do is click that blue button up at the top of your Behance, and you can actually come in here. Maybe I will create a quick project here so that you folks can see. Typically what I would do before, because this is day one and we don't have a challenge specifically assigned until tomorrow morning, this is an excellent time to come through and sort of pave the way so that you have a place to start compiling and posting your projects. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add some text here, and I'm going to say Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge, and I'm going to do a little colon here, and I'm going to say February 2020. And you folks can call it whatever you want. Maybe you want to put an exact date or what have you, but I'm going to go ahead and go with this. I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to make it bold, and I'm going to center it, and I might even make the text a little larger because I don't have a cover a piece of cover art today, which is fine. Because I can make a cover out of one of my challenge entries moving forward or whatever I want. So I'm going to leave that there like that, and then I'm actually just going to add a little section called challenge. I'm going to go like this. I'm going to say challenge 1, and then I'm just going to copy this, and I'm going to duplicate and paste and just make a little section for all of my challenges, and then I'll come through and edit the challenge number as I go. So there's going to be a total of 9 challenges because we are working every day, every weekday for the next 2 weeks, excluding today because today is our introductory stream. And just kind of make yourself a little starter area here. You know what I mean? Put a heading in all of these places to kind of give yourself a place to post all of your challenges as you go forward. I have found, doing this versus not having a project started to begin with once I begin a round of challenges, that I much prefer having an organized space to put them because then I can be presenting my work to my online community and to anyone who is following me on Behance as we go along. It looks very clean and professional, and it also gives me some practice and kind of keeps me moving forward on, keeping organized and keeping things in mind, putting things where they go after I'm done designing, and it kind of just plays into like having that organized workspace, whether it is, in a workspace specifically like physically on your desk in your home office or at work or wherever you are, and then keeping my files and everything organized on my computer. It just feels nice to put everything in its place after I am finished with a challenge. So now that I have that, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to leave this like this. I'm going to save it and I'm going to keep it as a draft because I want to be able to come back and create a cover for it and what have you. I suppose we could come in here. We can go to we can't go to settings just yet because I haven't uploaded a cover yet. But I also want to make sure that everybody knows the little tag that you need to put into your Behance project. Oops. Let me cancel here. I want to add some text. So I'm going to just type in caps here and show you guys. You definitely, when you add tags to your project, you want to make sure that you add PS Daily Challenge to your tags. I'm just gonna, you don't want to put it here, you want to put it in the tags of your project, but I'm just going to blow this up real quick so that you folks can see how to spell this. Make sure you put this in your tags when you do create your Daily Creative Challenge project, because that way everyone who is searching for Daily Creative Challenges or wants to see what's going on with the PS Daily Creative Challenge can find you very easily on Behance when they are searching in the search bar. So that's just quickly how to make a project, how to get organized before we jump into our challenges. Again, I'm going to come over here to the, let's see, let's go actually to the behance.net/challenge. /Photoshop. Like this. Yes, we want to leave. So definitely come over and take a look at our landing page. Check out our 1 through 4 for how does it work, and then stay tuned here for any of the challenges that are going to be unlocked. In fact, I can come down here and I can maybe show you some of the previous ones that we've done so that you folks can actually, if you've never been here, you've never looked at the Daily Creative Challenge before, you can get an idea of what you can expect for tomorrow and the coming days. So you'll get these little cards. This is actually what they will look like once they are unlocked on this main page where everything is kind of shut down here. You will have a little spiel here, like it says, selecting and masking. Create a trend-worthy social media image by selecting, isolating, and combining images with graphics. So it basically lets you know what the challenge is going to be about. You'll be able to hit get started, which will give you any assets, downloadable assets that the instructor has created for you so that you have a little stepping stone, a little something to begin with. Rather it is, a couple of shapes to use for your project. Maybe it's just a document with the exact dimensions that the challenge instructor wants you to use. But every day we'll give you something just in case it is a little daunting. Maybe you haven't used Photoshop in a while or you're very, very new to it. You have a place to begin. And then you'll be able to hit watch video. So early in the morning before I do the stream or as I'm doing the stream, it will actually take you to the live broadcast. But if you are clicking on a past challenge like this, then when you go to watch video, it will actually bring you to the archive stream where our wonderful friend Paul Trenny is actually doing the challenge, so you can sit here and watch this. And then another cool thing to keep in mind if you are going to the live stream, which this is me right here, I'm going to pause me. You can always scroll down to the bottom here and actually check out all of the Daily Creative Challenges as well as all of the previous design segments as well. I know some of you folks in chat ask, where can I find the VODs? Where can I watch anything that has happened on stream already? All you gotta do is scroll down there and there's all your challenges, everything kind of organized by program, by app, by category, so that you can take a look at that. Sarah Nunez, would you suggest using this text as a subhead in the project? I really think that it's up to you. I have, in some cases, used text as a header for a project of mine, and in some cases, I like to create my own header for things. For example, maybe I can just show you guys some examples. I think for the 12 Days of Mandalore, I just did a text a title for my Behance project and just wrote a little bit and then put day 1, day 2 and everything and went through there. But then for other things like the spooks, for example, I did like a heading that's just like kind of an animated GIF that I made in the Photoshop timeline. It really is up to you what you would prefer to do for your Behance projects. And I think that depending on what you're working with, it could be anything. I've done for my Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge project, I actually made like a big header, and then for each of the 2-week challenges that I did, I actually made its own little banner that just, has its name, and then underneath a gallery of what we did, and then underneath that I put like a link to where people can check out the streams. So it's up to you how you want to organize it. I say experiment a little bit. You guys have a day to experiment before you actually have to get into doing the challenges. So noodle around. You guys can even make some cool covers, make some cool banner titles and things, and post them in the Discord for today, and get some feedback from your fellow designers in the Discord of what you want to do. Maybe somebody comes up with a really cool idea for how to head the project, and then you folks can kind of take a notch out of their book and figure out what you want to do. Let's see. Is there an option to share uploaded projects from Behance to the Gram? I don't know if you can share Behance projects directly to Instagram, but you are definitely welcome to share your Behance projects in our Discord, where everyone can check that out. And then I know that you can also put your social media and everything on your Behance page, so you could definitely get some folks coming to check out Instagram and your other portfolio sites and things if you have all of your stuff connected, like so. Like I have mine right, wrong hand, there, right there. So that is totally an option. But yeah, so that is what we have got going on today. Maybe I can, just because we have a few minutes left here, I can actually come over and check out some of this wonderful work that you folks have posted in here. This is really beautiful. This is from Carrie. It looks like this is the last. Ooh, it's animated. Carrie. All right, going that extra mile. This is nice. That's beautiful. I like that it doesn't just move across, or it's not just like a butterfly in one place kind of flapping its wings. It just kind of goes all over the place. Nice. But these are the challenge entries from our previous challenge. Looks like an experiment in flare brush play from Abraham. Nice. Very interesting. Very, very abstract and different. Lewis says a quick try at this since I've been away for 2 days. That is super cool. This is like an awesome little portal to another realm. He's kind of illustrated here with this guy walking out. Very neat. We can kind of just like scroll through. Looks like Snow took a handful of images here and then put it all together into one image here. We did a little nice composite for day 8. Paint with light was the challenge for that, I guess. And let's see. Got some cool stuff going on here. So holding the earth, very neat. But yeah, so that's basically some of the challenge entries that we've got, and I can't wait to see what you folks start doing for the coming sci-fi challenges. I think you're going to have a lot of fun. I know I'm going to have a blast like looking through them. And you guys know that I'm going to be hiding as many Star Wars and Star Trek and Battlestar Galactica memes in there as I possibly can. It's going to be a good time. Yes, I'm also glad that you are joining us, David. Thank you very much. This is your first class. That is so wonderful. I can't wait to see what you create for our challenges. Insta dimensions are 1080 by 1080 to post pics. I didn't know that. I have a hard time keeping track of all the different dimensions for social media. I typically just put an image up there and then hope that it doesn't crop out parts of the image on Instagram. I'm not extra Instagram savvy. Yeah, can't wait to get started, man. Thank you so much for coming in. And Doctor Who, yes, if you want to put Doctor Who references in yours, you can. But that is all I have for you today. I can't wait to see what you folks create. Please don't go anywhere, because I am going to be here with Stephen Green coming up next with some awesome drawing and painting. So don't go anywhere. Thank you all for checking out the info on the Daily Creative Challenge, and we will see you soon.